bullying was just constant. It was about my weight. If it wasn't about my weight, it was about the way I dressed. If it wasn't about the way I dressed, it was about my hair, my face, whatever. It was just constant. Like, I just couldn't get a break. The bullies, man, they're just, I don't know, I don't understand why people would just subject their life to just being a wee idiot to people and like bullying people for the way they look. The moment I started realising I was getting a bit more local, like celebrity wise, is that my bullies for high school actually came up to me for forgiveness for everything that he done, and I was like, what is he doing? Say sorry if you want, mate, but I'm not going to start being your pal now, mate.
Alright troops, it is your boy, the local celebrity, Kayden Cross, the guy with the hips like steel and a body like a seal, and also the blonde haired baddie. Now, I'm also a beautiful guy in a non-beautiful world, but this is a story of Kayden Fraser. Sorry, not sorry. Where I'm standing right now is the entrance to the first ever place where I learned how to wrestle. That was no just to put my boots on, no just to put my pads on, it was for me to talk to people, for me to get my confidence up, for me to become one step closer to be where I'm other day, was because I used to stand there and talk to people. Right through the doors was like opening to a world of whoever the hell I wanted to be. I think it was my mum that asked Davie, would you ever think about starting a wrestling school? And when I heard that he was going to start one for like years, I think it was from 2018 to the year he started, I just wouldn't stop messaging him going, when's the wrestling school going to start, blah blah blah, like genuinely wouldn't stop annoying him. I'd gone through some things like depression, like we had really bad anxiety, diagnosed with Asperger's, dyspraxia, so I was just in the house doing nothing, eating constant, putting on weight. When the wrestling school started, that was my eye-opening moment. I mean, that was just where I was like, right, I need to do something, because it wasn't even like it was the realisation on the first day, right? And I never tell anybody this because it's genuinely, but on the first day when I came in here, I kind of realised where I was like, right, maybe I probably, the last few years wasn't the best choice, because I genuinely couldn't do nothing. Like, so we usually do rolls at the start of classes, so like forward rolls, backward rolls. I couldn't do nothing. Like, genuinely, like the amount of patience, and I do appreciate every second, the amount of patience that all the coaches in the Glasgow wrestling had with me is just insane, because I couldn't do nothing. When I first started wrestling, I was a staggering weight of 30 odd stone, and I was a big boy, you know what I mean? Like, that was just because I constant eat, like all I'd done every day for 3 years was eat. So the more I was moving about and running about and all that, I was losing and just dropping weight so fast. I was dropping weight like crap, man. And then I lost over 14 stone. So I've been, and this is probably the lightest I've been in like 6 years. My mum and dad are mega proud of me. Cousin Xander is probably the coach that's in my story. Davie's probably the one that gets recognised the most for helping me, but Xander is actually probably the one that helps me the most. And what I mean by that is that he pushes me to limits that I never knew I had. You know what I mean? It pushes me to do stuff that I never thought I could do. Like last night when I was in training, like I done a leap for the first time. You know what I mean? I leaped to somebody, you know what I mean? So it's, and I would never be able to do that before. So. I was born in a place called Moyne, which is in Govan. It has a special place in my heart, obviously, because I've been born here and I love everything about it. But there are people who say to me, Govan isn't even that good. I'm like, well, you're talking crap. It is. You get very homesick, obviously. I don't know if it happens to a lot of people, but when I'm away to other places, I do get kind of homesick, because I'm like, Govan's not, like, obviously to new people, Govan isn't really that special, right? But when you stay here your whole life, it's like going to other places, you feel a bit like, oh, it's no Govan. I have no fear, mate. This guy comes up to me and he shouts, oh, it's Kayden Cross. Like, it happens all the time. And he's like, is that Kayden Cross? Love what you're doing, big man. Like, the amount of people, man. It's like, I love it every single time it happens. Like, love what you're doing, your class. I want to say, beautiful man, beautiful guy. that face. I'm about 5 years younger there. Actually, they look heavy younger. That's correct, that's because I shaved before that, but I still have a beard now. I have a beard. This place is also where I made some of the biggest moments in my life, like genuinely. I tag teamed with Ravie Davie for the first ever time in here. I wrestled with Grado in here. This place has held some of my biggest achievements in professional wrestling. Like it's actually crazy. Now this building, what we are in the now, is probably the biggest change or the biggest thing that's happened to me. Man. Just thinking of these memories again, man, it just makes me, I don't know, it's mental. See, being told after young Waynes and even adults are coming up to me and going, "You're a big inspiration. I love what you do. You're a smashing it." Like all that. I mean, like that is stuff I don't even know most of the people who tell me that as well. And it's like they didn't need to say that to me. You know what I mean? That's what keeps me going, because I'm not going to lie, there's been a lot of times with professional wrestling where I fell off it, right, where I've been like, I don't like it, I don't want to know if I don't know, like it happens a lot, like but it's the fans and all my pals that keep me going, you know what I mean? Oh, we are at the Glasgow School of Wrestling, also known as the Church of Wrestling, located in 9 Skipness Drive. Beautiful big building, man. Absolutely freezing though. The second you walk out of there, like you could be feeling tired and can't get backstage, but the second you come out of here and they start cheering, it's as if you just wake up and you're like, oh my god, and the amount of stuff that just like it's as if, the way to explain it is as if you've been possessed by some happy person, not like you're actually just wanting to shake, you're wanting to just. What is it? I don't know, it's so crazy. It's like, I'm getting that excited to talk about it because it is just a mental emotion. It really is. Like it's basically every happy, excited, nervous. It's basically what happens when see all of them merge together, and then you're just like, let's do this. That's basically what it is. Yeah. And I just became a completely different person because of this place, you know what I mean? I was a very to myself boy, you know, there's nothing else that I could really say except that. But now, I'm 100% community. I love this community a bit. I enjoyed doing it, you know what I mean? It was really fun, you know what I mean? Like, just getting to walk about and all that, you know what I mean? Because I don't really get to do that very often, because like, I'm usually busy, and when I'm not busy, I'm in my house, so just getting to walk about and have what's that word called, indulgent air, and like get to be able to look at stuff again. It was really good. So thank you guys all so much. Appreciate it.